All right, this video is for my senior girls out there, my senior women. I'm gonna actually talk to you guys about something that I think, and I told you guys I'm gonna put this video out. It's about what bats women should swing, because it's totally different than the guys. And I've talked to a few girls out there. I've actually, my wife used to play senior ball, and the girls on the team, and I kind of talked to them about this 2 years ago. I think girls should be swinging a different bat than guys, especially the younger guys. Girls should be swinging a soft burl bat, a little bit of flex in the handle, which, if you think about it, they're not really going to flex that handle too much. So I think the handle needs to be a little bit more flexible than a guy's bat. And what I want to do is, like for your 40-year-olds that have the bat speed above 80 miles an hour, and then I want to do a separate video than this one with the older guys, 60, 65, 70, that have that bat speed, because we all lose bat speed as we get older. And there's different bats you guys can swing that will help your performance, help you get a little bit more distance on the ball. And as I always joke about this with a bunch of guys, is you got these young kids up there that are being sponsored by these bat companies, and they can really crank it. They can really hit the ball pretty good, but and they're talking about the bat and how hot it is out of the wrapper, and how they're really getting a lot of distance on it, but they never talk about their bat speed or what balls they're hitting. So a 60, 65-year-old guy, or even a girl, a woman that plays seniors, will go out there and buy that bat, and they won't like it because it performs different for the younger kids. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to talk to you at the beginning about what I think the girls, this is the girls video. Guys, the older guys video is going to come out later. And this is strictly for women. And I'm going to tell you guys what I would do. Number one, you need to find out your bat speed. You could either go to D-Bat. There's a way to find out there. There's these little devices that measure golf club head speed on golf clubs, and you use that same one for bat head speed. So what you're going to do is you're going to get 3 different bats, all different sizes. Have somebody lend you theirs, and it's got to be the same brand. 25, 26, and 27 is what I would first start off with. So what you're going to do is you get the 25 and you swing it. Get 5 good swings. After you warm up, you get 5 good swings on it. And you're going to take that 5 different swings. You're going to take that number, miles per hour, and divide it by 5. And then it's going to come up with a number, and that's your average bat speed for that 25 ounce. Then you're going to go to a 26 ounce. Not necessarily the same day. If you feel good, you feel strong, you do it the same day. If not, you do it the next day. And then you're going to take the 26 ounce and swing that the same way you swung the 25. If that number does not drop below 4 miles an hour, then you go to the next size. You go to a 27 and you swing it. Do the same thing. 5 swings, divide it, get your average, and you come up with that number. If that number happens to drop below 4 miles an hour, you're going to stay with the 26. So that's how you need to get your bat speed for one, because a lot of people like swinging these heavy bats, but they're bat lags. Now, there is another way of doing this if you don't want to do that. You can have somebody watch you take BP. Usually a pitcher that's been pitching for a long time can actually do this. If they're pitching to you, they can actually see bat lag, and it's when the bat is just too heavy for you. Now, and my suggestion, if you're going to have somebody do that, wait till you get into about 30 pitches, 40 pitches, your third round, your second round of BP, and then watch the bat lag. If it bat lags a little bit, you need to go down a size. That's the way that I talk. Like, we don't carry around one of those miles per hour ones. So when I'm pitching to somebody and I see a little bit of a bat lag, I'll make a suggestion to them that they need to drop an ounce or a half an ounce. Now, that's the first thing. Excuse me. The next thing, and I know a lot of you guys, this is a controversial thing. I'm going to put a video out on it, and kind of talk about my thoughts, but after saying this, you're going to know what my thoughts are. Girls need to get the bat rode. And I know it's illegal, which it should not be, because it does nothing to enhance the performance of any bat out there. I don't care if it's a ASA, U-Trip bat, or a senior bat. In my opinion, and I did testing on this 10 years ago, and there's a video out about it. I took 5 bats and I tested them. It did nothing to increase the performance. Nothing. What it did is it increased the longevity of the bat. I got at least 100 swings, an average of 100 swings out of the bat that got rode. So when you girls are out there, it's going to take a long time for you to break any of these bats that I'm going to give you. It's going to take a long time for you girls to break a bat in. If you are against rolling, now you can find rolling on Craigslist, somebody around there, but if you cannot find somebody to roll your bat, and I know it's illegal, guys, you know, but wait till you see the video I'm going to have coming out about this too. If you don't have anybody around your area, either a husband, boyfriend, whatever, someone else, your significant other that is bigger, stronger, faster, that can generate a lot of bat speed to swing this bat, you're not going to break that bat in. Just to let you know, it's going to take a long time to get that bat broke in all the way around it, like guys like us that do. We're more heavier than women, so it has a lot to do with weight transfer and everything else. You know, bat speed is a little bit, but it's a lot to do with weight transfer. So we'll break a bat in a lot faster than you will, or if even girls even get to break a bat in. And I see that a lot with the older guys too, where your bats are not even broke in. The best thing that, you know, if I was in your area and I didn't have anybody that could actually put a little small roll on it, roll it lightly is what they call it, I would actually take it up and have a lot of seniors hit it. Like if there's any guys that are hitting, I take it up and grow up to them. Girls hitting, you can do it with your girls team. Just have all of them hit that bat, then it's gonna break in a lot faster than you doing it by yourself. That's definitely what you need to get done, and I don't think a lot of the women out there actually understand that. But if you're against rolling, what I would do with your bat, I would take it to some seniors, have them hit it lightly, and tell them to hit it lightly. Don't take full cuts on it, and have them hit it and BP, and that'll break it in. Turn it quarter turns in your hands every time, and then have them give it back to you, and then start swinging it. That way you get the whole bat broke in, because if you guys do it, it's going to take you a long time to break that bat in. What I'm going to give you guys here, I'm going to give you guys a rundown on bats that I think girls should be swinging. And if I left like a bat manufacturer off, then that means that your barrels are too stiff, your handles are too stiff. I think girls' bats need to have a more flexible handle. I think another thing too, before I get to these list of bats, I also think that sizes, ounces, I think if girls drop down 25 ounce and you know, because you're going to generate a lot more bat speed, the barrel's going to be a little bit more softer than what you're used to swinging, so you're going to get a lot more performance out of it, because you generate bat speed, you're collapsing that barrel because the barrel is soft, and you're going to get a lot more performance out of the bat that you're swinging. So I would suggest dropping down ounces. And I've seen girls swing 29 ounce, 28 ounce bats. I would recommend not going any higher than a 27 ounce bat, and then make sure it's an end load. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about if I would pick an end load or a balanced bat. That's totally up to you, or a mid load. What I'm going to give you a rundown of the bats that I would actually suggest that the girls would swing, or the women out there would swing. That way they get the most of it. I think what happens is, you know, they see the guys swinging these bats out there that actually perform very well for them, but they don't understand that their bat speed is not up there in the 100-mile-an-hour range, and they're not going to get the performance on the same bat that the guys are swinging. First of all, the OG Dudleys, all of them, they're probably the softest barrel out there, next to the Adidas. Remember the Adidas and the Reeboks. The OGs, all of them, balanced, 13 inch, 12 inch. The OG 2.0s and the reissued. The reissued had a soft barrel too. I think the 2.0s, they're pretty much comparable. I think the 2.0 was a little bit softer than the reissued, but still both good bats. The reissued, actually, for the guys that were swinging in the 80s and 90s and 100 mile an hour, were breaking a little bit too fast on the reissued. But on the girls, don't have to worry about that. So all the OG 2.0s, 13 inch balanced bats, and the 12 inch barrels on these two. Reebok, all of them. All the Reeboks that were out, they don't make them no more. But if you can get a hold of one of those, get those. The Adidas bats, all of the Adidas bats. And the Suncoast bats, all of the Suncoast bats. Now, because of the new regs that came out in 2021, they're going to be a little bit more stiffer on the barrel. So if you girls that have that higher bat speed, you know, you can actually swing those 2021s, 2022, the Suncoast. Let me explain to you, and I don't have a bat in here to do it, why the top bats that I actually gave you were made by one guy. Because the way he loaded them. Now, if you're just new to the channel, I'm not going to sit here and explain how this guy loads these bats, but he does the same technology, tweaks it a little bit, on loading every one of these bats. It has a lot to do with the end plug, and I think those bats benefit women tremendously because of the way they're loaded. Less handle weight, more of an end plug, more of a dense mass on the end. Then after that, the Micans. Now I'm gonna give you guys pictures of the Micans that I'm talking about. I really don't know the years, but I'm gonna give you guys pictures of the Micans. Remember the black bib cap with the gold looking lettering around it? That barrel got really soft. If you girls, but it has an ounce end load too on it. Remember the white max load? That's a good bat. There was a max load out by Mican that was a black with teal outline on it. That was a good bat for the girls. The AT-18 before this year. Now these bats, these Worth bats that I'm telling you about, one was the AT-18. That was a good bat for the girls from last year, not necessarily this year. So and I forget, his was it was a gray silver color, and I think it had black and a maroon outline. AT-18 bat, not the white one. The white one's a little harder barrel. The Johnny Bailey from 2020, that's a really good bat for the girls. That barrel gets pretty soft. Not the Johnny Bailey from this year. The Mike Dill bat from last year, the red one, I think his was red last year. That's a real good bat. That's a Mican bat for the girls. DeMarini, two of them. Now, the only DeMarinis that I would throw in here is the Larry Carter and the Denny Crime from 2020, the Nautilus. Those are good bats for the girls if they like DeMarinis. If they like a lot of these, you know, one thing I've noticed about girls are a lot of them they're real loyal. Real loyal, like DeMarini. There's a group of girls out there that's not they're going to swing but DeMarinis. So if they can get the Larry Carter, because there was those barrels in the Denny, those barrels were pretty soft. So basically, those are the bats. I'm going to try to put some pictures up of them if I can get them off the internet and find them, and that'll give you a better example of what. But here's the deal, like those old bats, you know, like it's hard to find the big cat, you know. Even the big cat from last year is a little bit softer barrel, but that's like a 1 ounce end load. A lot of girls, in my opinion, need to stay away from that 1 ounce end load because that bat head's going to lag on you a little bit. You know, maybe the Jason Kendricks from last year too. That'll actually help because that bat has a softer barrel too. But once the Fusion, once they started this year, 2021, they kind of stiffened up the barrel a little bit to pass the inspection, to pass the regs that they have to, and it takes a long time to break those in. I hope this helps, guys. A lot of you girls been asking me questions about, for seniors, what kind of bats are better for the girls, and that's what I recommend. I think, you know, all in all, you know, and these are the bats that I'm recommending. I'm not going the other bat manufacturers because I already know them. The barrel does not soften up on those bats, in my opinion, and I would stay away from them. If you got some, I suggest that you get a list of the bats that I actually told you, You know, the old ones, if you can find them somewhere. The best bat you girls can swing right now, the top of the line bat, is the OG Dudleys. Doesn't matter which one, 12-inch, 13-inch, or the balanced, or the 2.0. The 2.0s that came out a few years after that. And grab one of those, because those barrels get really soft and they will last a long time. You girls can hit them in batting practice and just beat them up and have everybody swing them. And I think that would benefit. But like I said, you know, first thing you have to do is find out what your bat speed is. You know, go to the lowest bat that you can with a big end load. Handle weight, stay away from the heavy hands. You know what I mean? Is what I would do. I've got a whole list on my website. I got a whole list on my website about hand weight. Thinner handles are better for girls than the thicker handle. You're going to generate a little bit more bat speed with a thinner handle. On you girls out there, I have small hands, so I like the thinner handle bats. So these are just little suggestions that maybe, you know, raise your batting average a little bit, get a little bit more distance on your balls. Thanks, guys.